All right, we are going back live. We're trying to at least.
Trying going to live. Okay.
Yeah, we're live. We're back.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Top four. We have Hadley and Matthew. I'm playing on the other top four table. I'm going to hand this over to Nathan and Justin from Tabletop Royale, and they're going to get a good cast for us. If you have any technical difficulties, go to Eric. He knows the answers.
Okay.
All right.
Good. Yeah.
But everything else should be ready to rock and roll.
Okay. Okay. All right. Here I am. Here I am sitting out the call.
Here I am. So how do we actually change like the scene to?
The mobile casting setup, I believe, is the one that sends us to the game, so they don't have to look at our ugly mugs.
But hey,
but here are our ugly mugs.
Tabletop Royale.
What's up?
Okay, back.
They're getting into the banning phase. It looks like. We did miss the banning phase, so we had to kind of like reverse engineer the situation.
So we have Hadley versus Matthew.
Yeah, actually, I believe these are like this is like a local play group basically.
Okay,
like
they know each other?
They know each other because they were talking about how they were excited that one of them would make it to the finals.
Oh, sweet.
Which is kind of cool.
That's great.
Which that's the dream. Justin and I have never gotten to live this dream.
Never.
But one day we will. Maybe. So provided we can put together a consistent performance back-to-back tournaments. So.
I'm curious to see how they'll do the banning because everyone's kind of done it differently.
So we saw a little bit of the Logos Brobnar Sanctum deck, and that deck looked nasty.
It had Grunt
Buggy had wild wormholes all over the place.
It also had Lion to buff its skies up to 5 power.
Yeah,
so it was making very good use of Grunt Buggy.
Yeah,
they might just do a 1-2-3 point here.
Oh man, I bet this Shadows Disc Brobnar gets banned.
That looks nasty.
The thing with Brobnar Disc Shadows is it's twice as likely to have board wipes between Coward's Ends and Unlocked Gateways.
Yeah.
Plus like Key to Disc and all the other random myriad things that you don't want. And then the Shadows just comes in and keeps keys from getting forged. Dis is pretty good at stopping keys, and then Brobnar has like some silver bullet stuff that'll stop keys every once in a while.
He also had the same kind of worries with that Brobnar Sanctum Logos deck, where they could have like Spirit's Way or Coward's End, and then fight for the board very well.
I think the thing that you're less worried about.
So he did ban the.
Okay.
Was that the Grunt Buggy deck? That was the Grunt Buggy deck.
Yeah,
okay.
So the Grunt Buggy deck is out. So the only deck that we have any familiarity is
what did
gone.
She ban?
She banned something in the middle there that I didn't see.
We didn't have a chance to talk about those decks.
Right. But like a Logos Shadows Brobnar deck, I'd be tempted to ban. I mean, I just think at this point in the tournament, I think you're going to have people whose decks are just crazy. Okay, they're blind selecting what they're going to play with, so yeah, I think they're choosing their hand, choosing which decks they're going to play. A little bit of confusion here. It's hard to commentate confusion. Okay, so she's opted to play the Shadows Disc Brobnar. Okay. He's playing Mars Brobnar Sanctum. I could definitely see Mars Brobnar Sanctum decks just like absolutely dominating the board.
At the same time, that Shadows Disc Brobnar will contend for it just as well.
Yeah,
if not better.
And you got ways to like wipe in both of the Dis and Brobnar.
Especially
so like
if Coward's End with all the armor on the other side of the table.
Yeah. If things like go wrong, you can reset the board. Like if you lose it, they get like 3 or 4 guys ahead of you. You just wipe the board, reset it, and try again.
I am curious if they have knowledge of each other's decks. I don't know if they played in the tournament or if they're friends. They might have shared.
They might have shared decks with each other. Yeah. So that is possibility. Like that might actually possibly like color which decks they decided to ban. Definitely in the case of like the Grunt Buggy deck, if you know you can't outfight that deck, you know you don't have like a clear artifact answer. I don't want to play a Grunt Buggy.
That's exactly why I banned it against Colby. So.
Yeah.
And he might, if he knew that she had it, then that was definitely the right call.
Right. So, yeah, these are some awesome flamingo sleeves.
Those are pretty cool. Look at that and a monocle.
Oh my god, these flamingo sleeves are amazing. So, yeah.
I'm going to decide who's playing first yet. Okay, they're flipping a coin.
Yep.
I will call. No, it's a damage one. It's like call the 5 or 1.
Oh, they may have done even odd.
Okay.
Yeah.
The old triple cut.
Yep.
It's a bumbling. All right.
Yep. I'm gonna see
So
if
Matthew's
barely
on
working.
first.
Okay, yeah. So
well, there's nothing we can do about the crappy internet.
it is. I believe this is still recording though.
It is recording, so
So
it'll be
yeah,
on
we'll
YouTube
just
later.
power through it.
Yeah,
We'll
pretend like it's not disconnecting all the time.
Yeah. So
Looks like Matthew's mulliganing. Hadley's deciding. She is mulliganing as well.
I felt like I made the wrong decision every time I mulliganed or didn't mulligan.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. I would mulligan and then lose the game, and then I wouldn't mulligan and then lose the game. So I don't know. I guess that's what happens when you just lose a bunch of games.
Yeah, you question all the decisions.
You question every decision. You question every decision.
They weren't necessarily wrong.
Right.
They just didn't work out in your favor.
Right. It's like poker, right?
Yes.
I think Keyforge is like a pretty good analogy for Keyforge would actually be closer to poker.
I agree.
Where
so if you make all the right decisions, you still lose. You can't feel bad about it. Right?
Correct. Yeah. It feels like it sucks, but you still have to like kind of go with it.
Yeah.
You can't get mad at yourself later.
All right, we're gonna get into it now. They're drawing their hands. They have to keep these hands. So.
Yep.
Hadley's on 5, and Matthew draws his 6. Looks like Matthew's hand's heavy Sanctum. From what I can see.
You kind of want that if you think the matchup is going to be board centric. I see. Is that a Gargantus Scrapper?
It looks like it.
Yeah, that's pretty bad early. You definitely don't want that early.
And Hadley, I saw some Sanctum guys.
Okay, so leads off with a Groak.
Okay.
Not a bad one.
Good start.
Hadley's got some. I see a Lash.
Slash.
Jams a Lash.
Gongoozle.
Hits the Gongoozle. Gets a random card. Let's see. Gets a Blinding Light. That also pretty good in board-centric game plans. Getting rid of the ability for them to just like stun. You only share one house, right? So the Blinding Light's pretty good.
Sanctum, Maruk, Hallow Shield.
Yep.
She's reading them Hallow Shield.
Yep.
Prevents damage.
Somehow Hallowed Shield feels worse than the Healing Blaster.
Yeah.
And Healing Blaster was abysmal.
It was pretty bad.
So I don't know how a card worse than Healing Blaster was printed, but it was.
Like an amber pip on it, right?
Yeah, it should have minimum have an amber. Like things that interact with creatures, your creatures in a positive way, should probably have amber on them.
Plays a Gauntlet Command.
Flame Wake.
And Flame Wake.
Flame Wake finishes off Groak. A Calphine, and that's it.
That's turn. He's looking at Golden R in his hand.
Yeah, Golden R is kind of a non-bow with Maruk.
Yeah,
I guess it prevents all the damage.
Right. You want to have another house creature out when you Golden R, ideally.
Cyber Giant Rig seems pretty good on Maruk, but that's like a multiple turn to set up kind of thing.
Yeah.
It does have two Sanctum cards in hand, and it's very tempting to get like that Gorm of Om on the table because the Gorm of Om is going to let you get rid of either the Lash or the Gauntlet, whichever one is going to cause you the most trouble.
So he calls Sanctum, he's attacking Calphine.
Okay, so this is actually the right sequence here, right?
Yeah.
Because now you Golden Aura and it heals him. And so he's still got to do the damage, still got to prevent damage, and capture with his armor there.
Plays the Gorm of Om.
And Gorm of Om, yeah, comes out. Drew in a Bade and like a Mars First, it looks like.
It, yeah.
All right. So a lot of back and forth so far on the board.
Is it a Swindle in her hand?
Looks like it could be a Swindle. Yeah, definitely looks like Swindle. I see a Dusk Chronicles.
A lot of actions and shadows. That's Dusk Chronicles, so she's gonna archive.
Yeah, we'll get to archive there.
She has no amber.
Okay, throws that in the archives. Can't see the archives on camera, but no big deal. Plays her Furtive Investors. Yeah, go ahead and get that out of there.
Does she archive the Swindle?
Yeah, it looks like she did.
That's
That's a perfect place for Swindle.
Yeah.
Is that a Ronnie Wristbox?
I don't.
Her Shadow Sight's stupid.
think so. Oh,
it was a Ronnie.
So she just plays it.
Okay, just jams the Ronnie. Maybe she's got Exhume and stuff like that. That seems like a pretty good play. I mean, I would be tempted to just run out Ronnie there anyway because you don't really want to like since you're fighting for you're fighting for the board, right? Ronnie doesn't really help you fight for the board.
To get to her giants.
Yeah, exactly. Or to her Dis, right?
Yeah.
Because Dis has got a lot of removal. Somebody like Maruk is pretty good, but and if he's like fights a bunch and you're keeping him around, but you banish him, you get all that amber back all in one swing.
Exactly.
Feels pretty good.
So Sky Booster Squadron, Mars first.
Okay.
He's gonna ready.
And he's reaping.
It's like reap. Yep.
Okay. So fly back, play him again. Plays Total Recall. That, or is he discarding it? Discarded Total Recall. I was about to say, that might not be what you want.
Yeah, he wants that Maruk on the table.
Yeah.
For sure.
You don't want to just like give her an Amber.
Interesting not using the Gorm there.
Yeah.
Because I think I'd be tempted to Gorm. It's actually a tough choice between the Lash and the...
I think I see Coward's End in her hand. Let's see. No, maybe not. Okay, she does have a Banish. Like I was talking about.
Okay.
She has a Streak, a Sneck Lifter. Oh, that's what. Oh my God, if she Sneck Lifters the Gorm here,
that'd be nasty.
Oh my God.
So that's exactly why I should have activated the Gorm.
Yeah. Jeez, I would be so tempted to do that right now because because you can reap with Ronnie. That gets you an Amber, and then you Sneck Lifter the Gorm and blow up the Hallowed Shield, and you get to protect both these artifacts. I feel like that is better than maybe doing some of the other stuff. She's opting for Banish. That's fine. So Maruk is gone. She's Banish. Plays a Streak. Lashes for good measure, and passes back to him.
So I was like, all right, that's a thing. That's a thing. I didn't expect that at all.
Shadows. Probably looks like.
Yeah.
How's your team doing today?
With like an Umbra, maybe.
Yeah. Matthew's looking at his hand, trying to decide, thinking about picking up his archives.
Okay, yeah, it was 2 dudes from 2 different houses, which is like that ideal Banish situation.
Ooh, Harvester and Mars first.
Yeah, so that's a lot of Amber.
Yeah, I'll give him the 5.
I don't think he can get to. He is using the Gorm.
For Lash.
Okay. Yeah. Don't think he can get to 6 there, not based off what he drew. So, is that a Phoenix Heart, maybe? Phoenix Heart or Blood of the Titans he just drew.
It looks like Blood of the Titans.
Okay. This would be. I would be tempted to swindle here.
I don't hate his swindle here. Although you kind of want to deal with a Harvester. So like you can take a Brobnar turn. If you can generate an Amber in a Brobnar turn.
Exchange Shadows. Skeleton Key is good. An Umbra. Sneck Lifter taking the shield.
Okay, yeah. And then Ronnie, I think I would probably reap with Ronnie.
Yeah, I would reap with Ronnie to go to 6, right? Because even if he reaps on the next turn with like the Harvester and whatnot, you've got the Swindle, right, to answer, to crack back basically. And you know he's got like 1 Sanctum card in his hand that immediately can't do anything because of Maruk. It would have to be paired with like a Smite or something.
So she says check with 6, passes back.
Activate Streak also. So Streak is working. Blinding Light, probably saying Shadows here, right? Yeah. You don't want Umbra to fight, and you got some dorks that you don't really want to kill, but they can just sit there and reap and generate a lot of Amber.
The shame about having to take that turn where you replace Bait to keep her up.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Plays Maruk. Passes.
This is another. This is. I don't think this is an ideal swindle turn.
I don't think so. I would be tempted to unstun and Skeleton Key here. But then you're not threatening again, so you kind of want to.
Got it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just picking a random one.
Yeah.
To shuffle back.
Yep.
So just put it back on top. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. We were asked not to interfere with this game.
I don't know if that was the official ruling or not. So
I gotcha. Yeah.
I know he had a rule on that yesterday.
I gotcha.
But I'm not sure what the ruling is.
Right.
It's been different in many different.
It's so bizarre. Please. Once again, if I could, get in my bully pulpit about the rulings. What I want are some random, or not random, I want some like definitive answers to a lot of like the random rules questions that are still floating out there.
That would be ideal.
So, now he went to 6. She has a Burn the Stockpile in hand. I don't think she has like a way to really.
She wants to play Brobnar here.
Yeah, right. Because it's a huge Brobnar turn, like a gigantic Brobnar. 5 Brobnar cards.
It's tempting to.
She got Schuler. So maybe she plays the Schuler here. Keep him off the key.
Yeah.
Schuler. Okay.
That's pretty good. She can only get 5 this turn.
Yeah.
I think that's a learned discard.
Reap with Streak. The thing, I would be tempted to try to get the Skeleton Key going because if you the capture works really well with burning the stockpile.
Yeah.
Right, because you can
back amber.
Yeah, you can force situations where you can give your opponent the amber that you need to burn the stock.
That might have been an even bigger argument for taking the Shadow's turn, where you just unstun everything and you skeleton key.
So Garganta Scrapper, Smoke Streak, Blood of the Titans gets put on a Bade. That's going to be a hard dude to take off the board now.
If she has another banish, she's going to need something like that.
Yeah. Cyber Giant Rig is very mediocre. I don't even actually think it does anything here.
It's not, but it did put him to 7 amber.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Now, oh man, she's gonna get the punish here. She's really gonna get to put the spurs to him. So starting with Alpha, she's got a Garganta Scrapper. Scrapper, I would be tempted to take the Xanthix Harvester off the board.
I think that's the clear target. Unless she's got other plans for him. She could always use the Gauntlet for him, so.
Does 3 to him. Okay, yeah. Confirming that yes, in fact,
I don't
Cyber Giant does nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Oh, she's got a Bramo. That's interesting too, right? Okay, she opts to do the 3 damage to Maruk there.
Okay.
She's setting up some. What could she be setting up?
She has Gauntlet, Hellish Shield. Hellish Shield's shadows, though.
Yeah, Hellish Shield counts as shadows. She's gonna hit him with this. Okay, burn the stockpile. Absolutely brutal here. Pretty great. Sends him back to the Stone Age. She's got a Grumpus.
Okay, yeah. Grumpus with Gauntlet Command is pretty good.
Yeah, it is. He doesn't have any like elusive dudes though. Is the problem? So Bramo comes down, throws some damage around.
It's too bad you don't have the Fire Spitter in the set.
Yeah, Fire Spitter would be real good.
Yeah.
Okay, Bramo's picking up the Blood of the Titans.
He's big. He's a real big man.
He has inside him the Blood of Kings. We've got. She's making some space. Grumpus is coming down.
Oh yeah.
Gauntlet.
He doesn't have a great target. Is the only problem because he can't survive any fights.
Yeah,
right?
I think it is not right here to fight with the Grumpus.
Yeah.
I think you want to fight. I mean, if you're just like taking a random dude off the board,
take Maruk out.
I would just crash the Garganta Scrapper into Maruk. If your goal is to get rid of him.
I was like, oh, I'm safe.
I think it's fine, ultimately.
Grumpus is dead. I mean, I just hate Garganta Scrapper after you play him. Yeah, right? He's just so bad. Right. I mean, you could have the Flame Wake Shaman fight the. She's just fighting into him to damage him. Huh.
I wonder if she has.
Does she have Misery Exploit? Is that what she's playing into?
Could be. She wanted damage on guys. She wanted to keep those guys alive with damage.
Oh, no, she's got Pandemonium in her hand. That's what she's doing.
Okay.
She's setting up Pandemonium plays.
Okay.
So yeah, this is actually pretty crazy then, right? Because she could set up a situation where she just like her board is untouched and she just dumps all the amber on all of her guys. So yeah, that's some good stuff.
Absolutely, and she's trying to threaten here with her 6.
Yeah, so she's on 6.
Mars.
Xanthix Harvester is making it. Mars first on Xanthix. Oh man, that's a lot of amber. That's a lot of amber. But
it goes to 8.
Yeah. Drops a Mother Gun. Drops a Sky Booster. You have to like fight with the Sky Booster here because if you bounce it, your Xanthix Harvester turns off.
Yeah.
But unknowingly, if he does fight,
so
he plays into
the plays into the Pandemonium.
Plays into the Pandemonium more.
Yeah. So all of his guys are damaged now.
Yeah. Except for the freshly played Sky Booster Squadron.
And Hadley forges the first key.
Yeah. She jumps ahead. Lot of amber on Matthew's side of the board there. I would likely say Dis. I don't think you want to swindle here, right?
I think now is the time for Pandemonium.
Yeah, I think now is a really good time for Pandemonium.
Because it doesn't benefit him. It gives him
You have a bunch of stun dudes, right? He's got to fight your stun guys, and that's just like getting use out of guys you're probably not going to get to use in the rest of the game.
Especially Ronnie. He'll get back in your discard pile to get reshuffled.
Yeah, she's looking at the Pandemonium. She's got 4 discards. She has a Schuler in play.
Looks like all her discards are amber on pips.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this could be crazy. She could...
I wonder if she's got a banish for that Abade. be insane.
Yeah.
Call the Week does not hit him, but
yeah, Call of the Week is hitting the Harvester.
Yeah, so she's
out comes Pandemonium.
They'll go to Sky Booster.
Yeah, the Amber from him goes to the Sky Booster.
Yep. And
Which you can immediately get back with the Schuler if you wanted to.
Captures 5.
Yeah, keeps him off the key. Big Amber's answers.
So I think you don't necessarily kill him because now he's like, he can't reap, right? Because then he's giving you your amber.
Yeah.
So it's fine to have one on him, and you're not going to threaten anyway.
Yeah.
Just like Golden Week not finished with you and something else.
Schuler, she's thinking about crashing him into somebody. I'd be tempted to hit the Sky Booster Squadron, because the Call of the Week you can use to kill the Xantix Harvester. Okay, no, she's using that. It's all ends up about the same, right?
Yeah. Takes out the Harvester.
Takes out the Harvester. Plays Call of the Week. That's going to get Gargantus Scrapper.
Yeah. It's a shame she couldn't have gotten that off the board.
Plays another Call of the Week.
Now she kills Bade.
Bade's got the Blood of Titans.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
No, she got tricked. We both got tricked by that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, stupid Blood of Titans.
She plays Not Finished With You.
Shuffle back in.
I would only Flame Wake Shaman, perhaps.
Scrapper, maybe.
She's thinking about Calphine. Calphine's not terrible. You've got the Gauntlet. But I would probably get the Flame Wake Shaman because it has a come into play and can smoke somebody.
It's broke.
Calphine. She's getting Calphine.
Oh, it's Calphine? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And the Grumpus. But
Grumpus
not the Flame Wake Shaman.
Grumpus is definitely really good with that Gauntlet command, so both of those were very good with Gauntlet.
Yeah.
So I think that's not a bad call.
I like shuffling in play effect dudes.
Right.
So I would have been tempted, and you're getting 2 Brobnar guys anyway. So you Not Finished With You. I feel like you should just be shuffling in as many of one house as possible because you really would just want to draw all of them at the same time if you could.
Yeah.
So, so
Brobnar.
That was a pretty impressive turn because she stopped the key and went to 4 Amber and crushed his board. Okay, so not
purchase
yeah.
Bramo.
That guy's gone.
Gets Amber back.
Yep. Bade probably reaps here. I think that 3 Amber is actually just gone now.
He's going to put a
Seraphim armor.
Oh.
That heals him and also gives him another armor.
Yeah.
He plays a Prince Derek, so fighting the stuff off the board last turn was the correct call because he doesn't get the 3 Amber. But he is up to 6 again, so...
She can answer with Skeleton Key, Swindle. Swindle might be the call here, right?
Yeah, because it lets you threaten and it stops his key.
Yeah.
And the board is kind of neutral at this moment. No, she's got a big Shadows hand too. She might just be tempted to just jam all the Shadow stuff.
She can stop with Skeleton Key.
Yeah, you can stop with the Skeleton Key. You can stop on board. I think usually is the correct call if you can, right? We've talked about it before where escalating answers is usually the correct call. You want to save your most powerful answers for when they matter the most. So in this case, her just going ahead. Whistling Darts, yeah.
Dust Chronicles was the previous card.
Yeah.
She goes to 7 or 6.
Yeah.
Plays
a Gamgee. Unstuns the Shadow Dork squad over there. It's gonna Oubliette, but that doesn't do anything. Looks like she's pitching it.
And Skeleton Key.
And then Skeleton Key.
Gamgee?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's about the same, right? Everybody's got 1 on them.
They're all at 2 health
You've already played your Burn the Stockpile, so...
Gamgee's the least elusive.
Yeah.
Draws some Brobnar.
Looks like 3 Brobnar guys.
A lot of Brobnar in her hand.
Yeah. She's gonna pound. That's gonna smoke Umbra and toss some damage around on the neighbors.
Gets Amber back from Umbra.
Yep. Back up to 6, so he's going to say check again. Drops a Screech Bomb. Drops Drummer Knot. Okay. Yeah, it would have been a debacle if she could Sneck Lifter that
oh my gosh.
Screech Bomb.
Yeah.
Plays a Bellowing Patrazate, which really complicates the board. And she forges her next key.
Everything okay? Colby sent me over.
Yeah,
it's not streaming. The internet keeps dropping in and out, but
Gotcha.
yeah, we're still recording.
It is recording.
Okay. Still recording, yeah.
Good.
All right, so we are. She looks like she got 4 Brobnars.
I think it's the Brobnar time. I think it's time for Brobnar, right?
Right.
The problem is he's got a lot of big dudes.
It's a lot of large men.
So you might have to suicide some Brobnarians.
Right. Maybe even that Schuler, right?
Yeah.
You kind of want to, like, you're getting to the point where you're reshuffling. You might want to put Schuler back into the pool. He's going to forge anyway. So, like, if you're going to give him Amber back, now is the time.
Exactly.
It might be, well, actually, there might be an argument for Shadows, right? If you say Shadows this turn, you get to reap with Gamgee. You get to steal one from him. You get to reap twice.
She swindles. So she swindles out of the archive.
Okay, so the reason to not do the swindle then is to get the Amber while on board because he doesn't know about your swindle and the hole.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't hate swindle here, and it does put him in a situation where he's got to fight the shadow stuff off the board because otherwise the shadow stuff on the board represents the ability to just win the game.
Yeah.
And that might actually put enough damage on his dudes where your suicidal Brobnarians
can do it.
Can get in there. Yeah. He does have a Screech Bomb, so you're going to have to like force the Screech Bomb at some point.
I'm going to say Brobnar.
Okay, so Patrazate, yep. Gets an Amber back. Patrazate takes a beating, but I got a feeling the Patrazate's going to be back in his hand.
Yeah, with Drummerknot.
Drummerknot finishing off Snecklifter.
Okay, that's good to get reshuffled too.
Yeah. Especially, he's got a lot of nasty artifacts. So Patrazate bounces back. He plays a Drummerknot to bounce the other Drummerknot.
Sure. Okay.
Plays Grok. Plays a Drummerknot to bounce the Grok. Drummerknot's stupid.
Yeah.
If I could also make one thing clear, is that Drummerknot should not have the text that he has.
He also has Call for the Quiet. As well as the Patrazate again.
Yeah.
And she's making fun of her.
Yeah.
Other hand gestures.
Yeah, that's the appropriate hand gesture.
Yeah. So.
It looks like she had a Smith in her hand. So
counting the number of creatures he has.
Yeah, I don't think Smith is good enough.
It's going to be tough for her to fight off all these guys and then have enough to use the Smith.
Yeah.
Although she does have.
She's got Bramo again. I don't think she's.
No, War Grumpus.
Yeah, she has another Gauntlet of Command in her hand. It looks like. This is a big Brobnar board. This is like the make or break turn for him, right?
I think so.
If he can like stabilize with Brobnar here, he could end up in a situation where like the Growth can get bounced with Drummerknot, so they're always fresh, so they're always punching Amber out, and the Brobnar stuff on the board can just fight everything, just fight it to death.
It looks like he has a handful of Mars too. But I think if his board is not dealt with, he'll be fine calling Brobnar for a while.
Yes, yeah. This is the type of Brobnar board that can just absolutely dominate a game.
Yeah,
absolutely take it over.
She's making some decisions here. This is gonna be tough. I don't know if there's a clear choice.
Yeah, exactly. Was my argument.
So she does Shadows. Actually, he'll put him off the key because of the Gamgee, right?
Yes, yeah. She opted for Shadows.
So she's just going to control this key as much as possible.
Yeah, she's going to go to 6 here. The Grok and the Screech Bomb are enough to stop her.
But she did not play any cards.
Yeah, so that's kind of interesting, I guess, right? Make them fight you.
Yeah.
The problem with this strategy, I think, is that that 3 Amber just gets gone.
Because of the Grok and the
because of the Grok and the Screech Bomb. Yeah. The Grok doesn't even have to take damage here, right? You know, because you've got elusive dudes. Pops the Screech Bomb because he chooses not to lose the game here.
Mother,
he is going to say Mars. He's going to blow up Gamgee. Okay.
So he has a Beam Buckler to finish off the Ronnie too.
Yeah.
Mother Gun.
Beam Buckler's Ronnie.
2 Ronnie. So he's going up to 8. No, 7. Plays.
Looked like the Plague Master dude.
Oh, okay. Yep, Plague Master.
He takes a damage because of belling Patrazate. The battle line's getting
gonna be off the
pretty
screen.
silly. Yeah, we got creatures off the board here. He's going to draw 3. He's through his deck.
He's reshuffling.
He's through his deck and has not forged his first key.
I think he's drawing 4 here, past the reshuffle, right? But he is threatening at 7 again.
Oh, yeah. Okay. House Shadows. Okay, Sang Brobnar. Gauntlet comes down.
If she can take Grok off the board here, she's in a good position, I think.
Oh, she has a hand of 6 Brobnar dudes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
or 6 Brobnar cards, I should say.
Yeah, I know one was Smith, right?
Yeah.
The amber from Smith is pretty important here too.
Well, you're not going to get the Smith.
No, but you'll get 1 amber from
yeah,
it. So.
Yes. The singular amber,
amber is important.
Still pretty good. Okay, so Bramo actually is able to kill the Plague Master because of the Patcher's 8 damage. Yeah. These guys all have Patcher's 8 damage. We'll see if that gets pound.
No, that's this. That's Smith. Smith, yeah.
Yeah, and then I think this is a 1-2 punch that's coming from her hand.
Oh,
I would get one of the. I would be tempted to get one of the Drummernauts. Just because of how annoying they are. Or actually Groke. I think I would get Groke here, right?
I feel like I would want to kill Groke with the Cow Fiend.
Like, yeah, you're going to have to sack him, right? So, Cow Fiend flying into the Groke.
So she goes straight with the Groke, and she puts 2 damage on the Drummernaut and the Cull.
The problem is I don't think you stun a Brobnar dude, because it doesn't matter which Brobnar dude you stun, she gets to control. So I think you actually go for a Bade here. That's who I would go for. So you can
keep that amber on, doesn't dump.
Yeah.
So she gets the Drummernaut.
Stun a Drummernaut. I think ultimately
armor takes a damage on the Grumpus,
once again, she's setting up like Pandemonium, right? Because the Cow Fiend did a bunch of extra damage.
But he will forge here, his first key.
So he gets 3. He gets on the board, at least.
And she's reshuffling notably with Schuler and Ronnie in this pile.
Yes, yeah. Some real heinous stuff coming up.
So Matthew forges 1. And Hadley is threatening.
And Sneck Lifter too, right?
And
like
Lifter,
getting rid of like some of these mother guns and whatnot.
And
if he draws back into like Screech Bomb or something like that, that's just like
Gorm.
Yeah, Gorm is good. Gorm is a twofer. Oh, he doesn't. He's got nothing. No stops.
Hadley takes game 1.
Yeah.
Well played by her.
That was like incredibly well played.
That was very good. I mean,
she did some next level shit. If I'm being quite honest with you, the Pandemonium play
was
really
like.
Good.
The setup. We were like, why should you do all that?
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
There was our answer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that is
Flamingo
like
sleeves. I think that's why.
Yeah. The Flamingo sleeves carried her.
They were so regal.
Yeah.
So gentlemanly.
Yeah.
Gentleman flamingos. So Matthew is going to decide whether or not to switch decks here.
Yeah, and we actually, Eric and I went back and forth on this. We had talked about he was a proponent of like you're gonna have to win with the deck anyway, so you might as well just play it. And I was like, well, you're giving your opponent information. He's like, they're gonna have that information anyway. I was like, yeah, but you can space the information between games, and so like it's like a chance for them to screw up.
Yeah,
right. Forget what was in your deck the first time, or get them crossed.
That was especially beneficial in my games because of the same house spread on 2 of my decks that I played a lot of the time.
Yeah,
Hadley is getting in the between match snacks.
Yeah, this is pro. So this is
why she's so successful, right?
This is what we call a pro gamer move right here. Okay, she came prepared. She's got snacks. Okay, Justin and I, fools we are,
so hungry all day.
We were famished. We're hungry right now.
Yeah,
we're opting not to eat lunch to cast this match.
We should ask Hadley if she'll share with us.
Yeah, we should just go in there. Excuse me, I know you said
don't
you didn't
interfere with the game,
but you didn't want to be interrupted. This is between games. I'm going to point out number 1. Number 2, we're hungry and would like some Cheez-Its. Thank you.
You will give us Cheez-Its.
Please, and thank you.
You talked about how great you played. She had pretzels too.
So yeah, that's important. That's a real important thing to remember at these tournaments. I have eaten. I am proud to say that I've eaten a backpack sandwich that somebody brought.
Yeah.
It was delicious. It was revitalizing. We got some penguin sleeves. Look at this. Is that a fat penguin?
Incredible.
Is that a fat penguin?
It's a fat. It's a fat bird of some
sort.
I don't think
it's a fat bird.
Yeah, but it's cute. I mean,
it's like a fat duck.
It can't be argued that it's.
Is it a gosling?
I think it's a fat gosling, which I don't think is gonna survive natural selection.
Yeah. Can it even fly?
Matthew stayed on the same deck, right?
No, he swapped to a Shadows Logos Brobnar deck.
So he did swap. He is going second?
Yes, he's opted to go second. He's used his prerogative. All right, so we got Mars, Shadows, Sanctum. His opener...
Does it say routine job? I might have.
Oh, that would be... Yeah, that's pretty good.
She's going to mulligan.
She's tossing it back. Probably the right call. We didn't get to take a look at it, but like I feel like if you're like on the fence about your opener on the play on like if you're first, toss it back mulligan. It's more or less free.
A lot of my games I chose to play first after I lost because I had a lot of strong artifacts.
Yeah.
And playing a strong artifact first turn, especially if it's Subtle Maul.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
it just generates so much value over the whole game.
I also had Mother Gun and Flamethrowers, so I wanted those on the board for when I could take those turns.
That might have been one of my play mistakes. Is like I should have mulliganed aggressively for Memory Chip in the Brig combo deck that I had, because literally Brig was the only way I was going to win.
That's a very large amount of Sanctum. Is that 5 Sanctum cards in our opener? Plus
looks
Nerve
like
Blast and Dust Chronicles. So I would be tempted to
it
start
looks like
with Dust
Oath
Chronicles.
of Poverty.
Okay.
Right, a Maruk. Maruk is not a bad turn 1 play either. It looks like she's got a Healing Blast.
Oh wow.
So
she's gonna Dust Chronicles.
Start,
probably archive.
it's Furtive Investors.
Okay.
So it just gets an Amber there.
All those cards look the same.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Jams Titan Mechanic. Jams a Sutterkin.
So now she's gotta answer that Sutterkin.
Yeah, I don't think she does though. Right? She's got
Nerve Blast, right? But he doesn't have.
She's
an
got
Amber.
a Spirit's Way, which can take the Titan Mechanic off the table, which at least
She
drops. That makes Sutterkin slightly worse.
He does have Library on the table.
Yeah, Library Babble can let her draw into another Logos card. So she's got Spirit's Way, blows up the Titan Mechanic. Out comes... Oh, she got a Great Rider. Oh, hell
okay.
yeah.
That's great.
That's what we want to see.
Yeah, Great Rider.
Yeah. Great Rider comes down, punches Sutterkin in his nerd face.
Maruk will take 1. Doesn't capture anything.
Yeah, no Amber 2 capture, but not a big deal. Might as well Healing Blast. I don't think it's worth saving in this situation.
No.
Plays Oath of Poverty. That's it.
That was a great turn.
Yeah. Draws back up. Bramo comes out, blows up the Great Rider. Bramo comes out, blows up.
So Maruk's gonna have 3 on
dumping more damage in Maruk. Maruk wishes he had that Healing Blast again. Plays a Lollop, just some big dudes. The Spirit's Way is wondering why it's in the discard pile, not back in the hand again.
I don't think there was any way she could have held it there.
No, you can't. You can't. I think playing it is correct because the Sutterkin is like too much of a threat, right?
Right.
So and you've got big dudes in your deck too, right? The Maruk, like you don't want to hang on to it if you got a Maruk. So a Golden Aura will let Maruk fight. Looks like she's got like a 2/2 spread here, maybe.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough choice.
No, maybe 3 Shadows cards.
Yeah, 3 Shadows.
3
Nerve
Shadows.
Blast, something.
The Sting.
The Sting. Okay.
The Nerve Blast.
I think you
is
wait
kind
on
of dead.
Shadows.
Yeah, I think you can. I think you want to, if possible, you want to wait on the Sting until right before they forge.
Yeah.
That may not be an option with like the way the board is kind of lining up. If you wait too long for it, you might just lose the game because they'll just have a board that they can just win with. They'll just reap a bunch of times and then you can't do anything. So it looks like she's opting to go with Sanctum. Golden Aura's Maruk. Maruk takes out a Bramo. And that's her turn.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Like,
yeah,
she wants to generate Amber here so she can get used to that Nerve Blast.
Right.
The Sanctum turn was just, the Shadows turn was not going to be great.
She's got 2 Xanthix Harvesters, so I think one of those is dead, but
she can't play it next to it.
Yeah. Well, she can play it next to the Maruk, but
it'll just be useless.
Yeah. So he did Whistling Darts right into Maruk. He miasmas. He plays 2 Laminadras.
Yeah.
Okay. They're both elusive. I think one of those Laminadras is probably more dead than the other, because she's probably going to go with Shadows here, right? This is like a good opportunity to. Nerve Blast steals, smokes.
A Laminadra?
It gets the Laminadra.
Nope,
gets that one. Okay.
Plays.
Gamgee's comes out. She's pitching the Sting.
That's fine, I think.
Yeah, that's a tough call there. It's probably the right one. Yeah, it's so early in the game.
Yeah, it's tough to say. Sometimes you get caught with a Sting on table, and you're like, I wish I had discarded this 4 turns ago because
I haven't had a chance to say Shadows. So discarding the Sting is probably the right call there. He's generally like 2 total Amber this game.
Right.
So another Sutterkin comes out.
What is that?
Poke.
The Gamgee.
Gamgee gets poked in the eye. Plays a lab work. Gets to archive something. He's archiving. It looked like a Dusk Chronicles. So that's probably fair. And draws back up. Board's not too scary, but Sutterkin with evasion is pretty annoying.
Hadley drops Mother Gun. And
she's managed to space it out so that she's got the actual buffer for his Xanthix Harvesters
Sky
here.
Boosters and Harvesters. So notably, she can't really use the Sky Booster.
Yeah, well, he can fight.
Okay.
That's worth something.
What did she just pitch, or what did she play?
She played Flotsam Spike and got an Amber.
Okay.
So he does get to untap with Sutterkin here, but he's only got one Logos dude. Can't see his hand. He played Logos last turn, and he only had like 3 cards. So he's got like 4 Brobnar cards here. It's probably a Brobnar turn. Like I would be tempted to fight these Xanthix Harvesters off the table.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with those anymore.
You could actually kill the Sky Booster and a Xanthix Harvester, and then the final Xanthix Harvester will be next to a Gamgee and can't be used. You don't want to give her the option to use like the Mother Gun in the Sky Booster Squadron, probably. Right. There's no reason to give her the option if you can avoid it.
Plays the War Chest.
Jams a War Chest.
Thinking about who he wants to murder with all.
Yeah. Lollop punches Maruk the Mark directly in the face.
That's what he's good at. He'd sit with an actual mountain.
The mountain comes to you.
Yeah.
Bramo probably taking out. Bramo's taking out Sky Booster.
Yeah.
Okay. It's got some more. Oh, is that a Drummerknot?
Oh, Drummernauts on this guy's decks.
Yeah, Drummerknot goes back.
Bramo, that's great.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's actually going to murder Gamgee.
Wholesale murder Gamgee.
Yeah,
And
Gamgee's
put 2 on the
toast. Harvester takes some. Is that a little Rapskull?
It is a little Rapskull.
Little Rapskull. That little fella.
That guy.
That little fella.
What's
he doing? Is he considering pitching?
Counting? Playing
a Groke.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, his Broadmoor board is
Big.
quite scary.
Big now.
She wants to get to that Spirit's Way.
Yeah.
Man.
She almost wishes she had that Flotsam Spike back.
Yeah, sort of. It's
Oh, she's got another Flotsam Spike in her hand.
The thing is, she's got 2 Harvesters on the table, right?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. She's got another Flotsam Spike in hand. She could just crash those guys into... so yeah, she's going to Mother Gun. Okay, yeah, this is the right call. Let's see if she fights her Harvesters off the board.
It's real tempting to just gain 4 Amber, though, right?
Right, but at the same time, you Flotsam Spike, you kill Little Rapskull, Sutterkin.
Oh, they have to attack as a Little Rapskull.
Yes.
They have to attack.
Yes.
Yeah, so she might as well.
Yeah, so the Harvesters, you crash them. You crash one into
either
Groke.
Side guys, Drummernaught and Groke.
Yeah, yeah.
So
she Mother Gun Groke.
Attacks Groke.
I mean, you can leave Groke if he's damaged is fine. Xanthix Harvester flies into the Drummernaught, right?
Yeah, you probably fly both in the Drummernaught, right?
You could leave Lollop on the table. Okay, no, he doesn't do damage. Yeah. No, she wants to die. So,
okay, so she was not able to take that back. That's actually bad.
Oh yeah. It's a slight misstep there.
Yeah. Okay, so he's letting her take it back.
Yeah.
Little does he know.
And to Bramo.
So it dies.
Oh, she tipped it to him with the Mother Gun. So.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah. Xanthix Harvester flying in a Drummernaught, perhaps.
Professor Sutterkin.
No, you don't have to. The thing is, you don't have to.
Well, she was thinking about that.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. He's elusive.
He's
anyway.
elusive, right.
So, flying into Bramo. I think I would have been tempted to put damage on the Drummernaught there.
Yeah.
Plays Flotsam Spike, so that's gonna get not Rapskull. It's gonna get not Groke and not Drummernaught.
Right.
That cleans up the board significantly. Dominator's real good against Drummernaught Groke.
That's it.
Yeah, that was a nice board cleanup right there.
Yeah, that was good.
Double Flotsam Spike. That's a nice safety valve, especially in how board centric AOA is.
Yeah.
Being able to just know that you can, if you get pushed off the table, that you can
try to. You have some out.
You got some out. So.
Thinking about
Groke fights, Drummernaught fights. Okay, dumping some damage in. Plays a Rock Hurling Giant.
Oh.
Plays a Ganger Chieftain. Rock
Finishes
Hurling
off.
Giant flies into the Dominator.
Oh, he's got German combo
Oh, he gets the rule of 6 here.
Yeah.
So.
That's 2 Germanauts, 2 Chieftains.
Yeah.
He's explaining it.
Yeah.
So 3 Chieftains.
I don't know why this combo was common, but
Yeah.
this is the world we live in. So we need a die over here. She went to 6 though, right? So she will get to forge.
Yeah, I don't think you can stop that.
So he's explaining.
That's not the right amount, right? Because he used the Chieftain.
So we're having a rule of 6 here.
He should have 1 less Chieftain than he has now, I think.
Yeah. Plus he gets the war chest too, so he's gonna generate like a disgusting amount of amber.
War chest is only getting him 1 though.
Yeah. Okay, so stopping there though, leaving the Ganger Chieftain in his hand.
He stopped at 7, 8
Yeah.
amber?
Yeah. Using the war chest.
It looks like he has 9. I can't tell.
It's
There's
a
some
lot.
F-
Yeah, it's like slightly not. It's not quite on camera, but it's a lot. She's asking exactly how much. It's like 10.
Yeah, it looks like 10.
So she does get to forge. Does she get to teach him the meaning of loyalty?
Too much to protect?
No, doesn't look like too much to protect it in hand. So I think you gotta like jam stuff on the board that drummer Ganger Chieftain has to trade with.
Ideally Sanctum guys, right?
Yeah, because they're big enough. They're beautiful enough, and gosh darn it, people like them. So
looks like she has 2 Sanctum cards.
she got a Mac the Knife.
Mac the Knife's not that
Oh,
exciting.
Life for Life.
Life for Life. We'll
Okay,
finish
that'll
Germanauts.
break up the combo.
Yeah, that's
so that'll
good.
keep it from running away with the game. That's all she's got. It looks like
Yeah.
draws 2.
Sanctum.
That's brutal.
Something.
That's brutal after you wipe your opponent's board, or like you Flotsam Spike like that, and then they just generate a lot. He's so close to having enough amber for another key right now.
Just 1 card away. I mean,
Yeah,
he's got amber pips.
he's got amber pips in his hand. Yes, shadows, subtle mauls coming out. There's actually nothing to put a Bone Rot Venom on. You can't even put it on Little Nif.
Yeah,
Little
no.
Nif like Megas. So he's putting his archives into his hand.
Dust Chronicles.
I guess you could Dust Chronicles it.
Yep.
Yeah. Dust Chronicles. It's gonna let him archive a card. I'd archive the Ganger Chieftain, right?
Probably, yeah.
Worst case, you can keep it there for another Drumrot. Plays a Subtle Maul. You have to discard Bone Rot Venom. You don't have a person to put it on.
They're on Judge Dask.
Yeah, I think they're. Yeah, I think it's got to get discarded. Plays Little Nif. Little Nif, Ganger Chieftain. Drummerknot.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
That's
You kidding me with
stupid.
this? You kidding me
If
with
you could
this?
somehow get that going, yeah.
Jeezy Pete's.
And he might not have. He might have another German on his hand.
Yeah.
His deck, we don't know. Did not get one in his hand, but he has some shadow stuff. I see a Nerve Blast.
Yeah, Sucker Punch looks like 2.
Sucker Punch is so good.
Yeah. I would be really tempted to take this Little Nif off the board because you know he's got a Ganger Chieftain.
Right.
And so he could play a Brobnar dude, then Ganger Chieftain, and fight with it immediately and get to steal one.
So maybe Mars Mother Gun it.
Mars
play your
Mother
dudes.
Gun, probably.
She had
Yeah.
two Martians in her hand, I believe.
Yeah. Also, the Sanctum stuff's looking pretty good. Little Nif can only do so much damage to you, right? He can only get 1. Yeah, getting all this. Yeah, that's some good. That's some good Sanctum stuff right there. That'll
Little Nif can't get anything right now because
Yeah.
he would have to fight immediately. He does
Right.
have the Ganger Chieftain.
Right.
So he can steal 1 with that.
No, I'm just like it's not like she's in a situation where something silly could happen and Little Nif is going to steal like 6 amber.
Right.
She's only got maximum 1 amber, so that's all she has to worry about.
The problem is he has to get another Brobnar guy, and he played a lot of Brobnar guys already.
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of dead Brobnar dudes in the discard pile. So Sir Marrows, I'd feel pretty good about double Sir Marrows right here because he's on 2 keys, but now you've got some amber control plus with like the Borden. Okay, so he's going into a Logos turn, drawing a card. Standardized testing could be bad here. Okay, yeah, out of the hand. Gets the Marrows. What's that card?
The one where you archive a card.
If they control no creature. If you control no creatures,
Yeah.
he standardized testing away his own creature, so he got to archive another card.
That's Cutthroat Research.
I don't think we've ever seen that card actually. As many games as we've played,
Yeah.
we haven't seen too many copies of that. I think it's only like maybe 1 or 2 in the decks that we have.
So Swindle.
Oh, Swindle's bad. Swindle could put this game away under the right circumstances, right?
Hey, let me toss the scrap back real quick.
You got to get some. I think you got to get some. You got to get some stuff going. Oh, Merkins. Merkins could throw some stuff off, right?
Oh yeah.
Merkins to try to get that discard pile. Furtive Investors.
It does.
It does not fire. It does not fire.
I think you want to get a Furtive Investors off here.
Yeah,
at some point.
Because at this point, Furtive Investors is turned into the Virtue card. Whatever.
At the same time, you might just have to play it.
Yeah,
it's a bummer.
She's
yeah,
playing
so
it.
She does.
Yeah. Only gets the one.
Merkins.
Merc.
Sometimes.
Mercs. Oh, yeah, I'd want to get the archive. I would.
Archive. Because he
probably put the Ganger Chieftain in there, right? When he Dust Chronicles and he had like that huge that Shadows turn.
Is it a random card from the archive? Or
It is a random.
Pointed one?
It is a random card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Archive. Didn't shuffle or anything.
Yeah.
She was paying attention.
It's Ganger Chieftain.
Yeah.
Nice. Disrupts the combo. So Merkins actually readies. Ready. Yep. Can't fight, so now he reaps. Sets up the Swindle. I don't know if he just swindles here.
Swindle doesn't make him threatened, so I don't think so.
Right.
But he probably wants to generate enough Amber to be able to threaten with a Swindle.
He wants to stop the second key with Swindle and then like threaten at the same time. Exactly. I think that'd be the perfect time to play it. Looks like another Logos turn is coming up. That might make some sense. He played a lot of Logos early. He's probably drawn into the rest of it now. Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is Merkins. Subtle Maul. I gotta tell you, Matthew's looking pretty good here, but this game 3 is gonna be bananas. These two, like the two decks, are. I think they're like Nerve Blast. Probably dump some damage into Borden. Shoots his own Knuckles. What's the plan?
Maybe like
here?
a future Whistling Darts or something. But no, that wouldn't really be
Throwing Stars.
No, because you would still want to do it to Borden there. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's a reason though.
Yeah.
Coward's End could be.
Coward's End, yeah. Coward's End would make sense to be in his archive.
Yeah. That would have been a weird grab for Merkins, right?
Yeah. Could have been a debacle.
Reaps with Borden.
Oath of Poverty.
To get 3?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I think it's the second Oath of Poverty that she played.
Oh, wow. You're right, she played one way earlier, right?
Yeah, like in the first couple turns. So I think this is where Swindle comes out.
Yep.
Yeah, Swindle comes out. That maybe puts the game away. We'll see. I'm not seeing... I see a bunch of blank Mars cards. Borden could stop it, yeah. But I think Borden...
But I think he's alone in this world.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's all alone. He's trying to walk the straight and narrow. Lord help him. He doesn't want to stray.
Yep.
She's talking about it. She's conceding. Okay, moving on to the next game. All right, game 3. Ganger Chieftain goes back. She's got to run this deck back. Matthew's going back to his deck from the first round without the Ganger Chieftain combo.
I don't know. Why would you play a deck that doesn't have Ganger Chieftain combo? Why would you choose to do that?
Just choose to open those.
Yeah.
It's probably the. That was the plan.
I think Hadley would have been in great position had she just drawn Spirit Way later on in the game.
I think absolutely you're right. She had drawn it. If she had drawn it right before the Ganger Chieftain combo came out, because I think that put the game away.
It sure did.
That was like a free key essentially, and just kind of like threatened the rest of the game. So you had to like do some stuff. She had to like take a suboptimal Shadows turn. Like you don't ever want a life Mac if you can help it, because Mac gives you so much Amber just so much amber, so much value. So like having to use Life for Life on a Mac just to disrupt the combo is just brutal.
She hopefully will be able to fight a little bit better against this deck.
Yeah,
she was able to.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a pretty beefy deck, right? They had Sanctum. The Mars in that deck wasn't that big, right? It did have a lot of Mars firsts.
Yeah, 2 Mars firsts, I think.
With like the Xanthix Harvesters, so it could generate a lot of amber. This her deck actually doesn't look like it has like a ton of amber control in it.
Nerve Blast, Ronnie. Right?
Yeah, she played Ronnie really early too. Yeah. Like that was just like a bad drawing it at the wrong time.
Having seen all 3 of her decks, I think this is her worst one.
Yeah.
But you gotta win with your worst deck in this format. So
exactly.
You gotta find a way.
You're only as good as your worst deck.
Yeah. And she's here, so it's probably decent enough.
Right.
All right, so
I mean, it could be like I could see people that would ban this deck.
Yeah,
knowing
absolutely. They probably got banned a lot.
Yeah.
Matthew is playing first, I believe.
Yeah, she's opted to go second. She's got a 4-card Sanctum hand. I would probably keep that.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Spirit's Way, Blinding Light. I would be tempted to 4 cards
that later.
There. Yeah, but you.
His deck was big. Spirit's Way is very valuable against
Spirit's
him.
Way is really good. So okay,
she
kept. So I probably say Sanctum. Spirit's Way, this dude. She was thinking about keeping it.
I mean, it's tough. Like you could, there was an argument for Blinding Light, stun him, and then keep Spirit's Way.
Keep the Spirit's Way.
Yeah.
I don't know. But the thing is, like, Spirit's Way is your own dude.
Exactly. So I mean, I guess you gotta play it there.
Your most of the Martians or some of the Martians in this deck are at least safe from Spirit's Way. Maybe some of the Shadows guys too are also safe from the Spirit's Way. So like, there's probably an argument to hold the Spirit's Way until you know it's going to affect him until more than you.
But you don't want to chain yourself for the whole game.
That
can easily happen.
Yeah.
So I think she's right to play it. I would probably play it.
Beam Buckler.
Takes armor.
Yeah, just pump some armor off. Then Hypno Beam comes down and takes him. Just takes.
Yikes.
And that's a big yikes because now he can actually use that Cermeros effectively because he's also Sanctum.
So now she wishes she could kill her own Sanctum guys.
Yeah.
Two
Oath of Poverties
in hand. No artifacts, though.
I would be so tempted to just play those 2 Oath of Poverties, maybe fight with Maruk there just to try to get your hand cleaned up.
Yeah, you get an Amber back, and you get to capture one, so it's not the worst.
Yeah, that's what she's going with.
Protects.
Like it would be tempting to like play some of those Martians, but they're not like they're not good enough in my opinion.
Right.
Dump some damage in the Cermeros, plays Oath of Poverty, but didn't he have a Healing Blast? Or she had a Healing Blast.
Yes. It's like Harvester and some Martian dudes.
Right, so this Gorm of Om is actually probably kind of dead, right?
It didn't seem like, well...
And her deck had like Mother Gun was the only artifact I saw. So Prince Derek.
Gorm of Om. Derek doesn't hit, unfortunately. Derek Hypno Beam is very interesting, right?
Yeah, I got crushed by it in one of my games.
Wow.
The dude Hypno Beamed one of my Brobnar deck guys, had no Brobnar in his deck, and then the next turn played Prince Derek because he had like a Mars dude, a Brobnar dude, and Derek.
That's a bit sneaky because you steal one of your cards that's not in one of your houses and your opponent doesn't care about it.
Yeah, your opponent will never touch it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't have like a static effect that's like throwing the game off, you just ignore it because you don't want to like devote resources to it.
Exactly.
You got so many other like problem dudes to fight. Okay, so she's gonna say Shadows. Out comes Yancey Gang. Out comes Ronnie. Out comes Bad Penny. And off we go.
A lot of Martians in the hand.
Yeah.
Or
yes.
Mars cards, at least.
Including a Mind Warper, who's pretty good there.
Yeah. He's got, looks like a Mars first and something...
A Sky Booster?
Sky Booster, yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't think that'll work.
Yeah, he's got a lot of Brobnar. Is that a burn the stockpile? No. Drummerknot? Growth, like Gargantus Scrapper. Okay, so he's going with Brobnar, plays the Gargantus Scrapper for nothing, plays a Grok, plays Drummerknot, plays Grok, plays Grok. 2 Groks. Popping Sigil. Sigil's so good with the Stolen Dude.
Yeah.
So those guys get to fight. Is he reaping? Or is he fighting? I'd be tempted to take the anti-gang off the table.
He's reaping.
Just reaps. Okay.
Yeah. You would have to double fight it, so it's not like ideal.
Your Sir Marrows is like not long for the world anyway. So.
And he just drew 2 Brobnar cards, which you're wanting to take a Brobnar turn next time.
Yeah, you really do. With Grogs and Drummer Knots. She could be in trouble if she can't find a way to like disrupt some of this Brobnar stuff that's going on. It's kind of gross.
Sky Booster.
Sky Booster, Shockworm, Human, Harvester maybe?
Yeah, Harvester.
So she plays a lot of Martians. So
they're all dead.
Yeah, these guys are dead probably. Yeah. No, it was Mind Warper. Mind Warper at the very end. Okay. Yeah. Did he have a Bramo? I can't remember.
I don't remember. I think that may have been his other deck.
See, this is the argument right here.
To switch decks.
To swap decks.
Exactly.
Because in Game 3, even Justin and I, this is recorded. It is both Justin and I cannot combined remember if the Bramo was in this deck or the previous one. So
could have been in her deck.
Yeah, she did play a Bramo.
She did.
But he played a Bramo too because it killed like a Gamgee.
That's where we got a break now, right?
Okay, so Beambuckler takes out the Harvester. He went with Mars. I would have been so tempted to say Brobnar there. Oh man.
I'm trying to think of what else he has in his hand. Sky Booster, is it a Mars first? And a Harvester maybe? He's moving his Archon card to make room for all the Martians he's going to play. Plays Sky Booster.
Another guy's name, but I'm using that stuff.
Plays Mars first. Does he have plans to play the Sky Booster a lot? He's counting it. It's 2 uses of Sky Booster. Plays Sky Booster. It's 3. Plays Mars first again. To ready and reap with it. That's 4 uses. Plays it again for 5 uses. Plays it again for 6 uses.
Okay.
So
yeah. Wow. He was actually in. We actually had to break out the rule of 6 there. When you've got 2 decks that actually like make you measure the rule of 6, then yeah. Now, but the thing is, now you get to crack back. If you're Hadley, you just get like untap with this board.
Is that a key abduction in her hand?
Does she have a key abduction in hand?
That might be good for. Well, it definitely disrupts his Mars.
You bounce a Beambuckler. No, it's a Flotsam Spike.
Oh, okay.
There's no way to kill all your own dudes in this situation.
No.
She's got some Sanctum
Ray
stuff.
Rider and Smite?
Yeah, so she can get some fighting in. Her guys aren't good at fighting is the problem.
Yeah.
I think you want to go with Mars here. You want to do something about these Groats and the Drummer Knots. Like, they're just hanging out and being bad. You got a Sir Marrows that actually will capture all the amber that you get from reaping. So yeah, I don't know. Don't know. He's at 7 or 8. He's at 7. So Yancey Gang is not enough to stop the key. She's got a Merkins in hand. She's got 3 Sanctum dudes. Maruk. Is there a way to get Maruk? No, he doesn't have any extra armor. Okay, she's going with Mars. Mind warping onto Marrows. Sky Booster trades with Sir Marrows. Agent Human. Shockworm. So Sky Booster is trading with Sir Marrows.
Yeah.
Sir Marrows goes to her discard pile. Plays Flotsam Spike to go to 7.
7?
7? 6?
6, yeah.
Plays some Mars Dork.
Proliferator? No.
I don't know.
It's got a reason effect.
Vizima Think Drone?
Maybe Think Drone.
No. Wait. We can't tell. There's no way to know.
No.
It doesn't have armor. Or does it have armor?
Reap.
Could have armor. Might not have armor.
Stunning.
Yeah, so she got a stun here. I would stun probably Bad Penny, maybe.
She did not.
She's got a stun. Oh, she missed the trigger.
Yeah.
He forges. Is that his second key?
That's first key.
First key, okay.
Yeah.
Flip the key. She's got a lot of amber here. So the Groaks can punch a lot of amber out, but they can't punch enough amber out, right?
Yeah, because you're only going to get 2 triggers max.
Yeah, and she's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I don't know if he had Ganger Chieftain in there, though.
I don't think he had Ginger
Definitely
Chieftain
not his
in this
hand.
deck. Yeah. And he had Screech Bomb. Like, you got to get Screech Bomb out quick. Like, you got to get it out early.
Yeah, that was another reason to play Brobnar last turn, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he got a lot of amber from the Mars turn, but I think one, you get to kill all these annoying Martians. There's a lot of annoying Martians on the table. Between Mind Warper, Human, Shockworm. You get to kill some of those nerds. You also get to set her back on an amber, and you probably still get to reap enough to threaten.
What is the Screech Bomb?
You get the Screech Bomb out, which you need early. Patrazate comes out. It looks like he's playing for the Xanthix Harvesters to make sure that they're all on one side. So he wants to keep that buffer of Sky Booster Squadrons on the other side.
Although not the best creature to have.
Yeah,
protecting your
exactly.
Harvesters.
Exactly.
Alright, what's he going to do? So we're fighting the Mind Warper.
Yep.
Elusive.
Elusive, losing amber.
Fighting the Mind Warper.
Gargantus takes the Mind Warper off.
Last Groak. We just actually reconnected to the OBS.
Okay.
It took 100,000 years.
Yeah.
But if anyone's still watching, they can see.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we'll know maybe.
Blood of Titans on the Groak.
Okay. Groak murders the Shockworm.
Just destroys him.
Just absolutely destroys him.
Punches another Ambro. She's down to 6.
Drummerknot reaps. Probably bounces
Other
something.
Groak, maybe.
Patrazate, I think, is what he
Patrazate.
symboled over there. It's spilled off the screen. Yeah,
Okay.
Patrazate's still not quite on.
Hadley forges key 1. Still a lot of scary Brobnar stuff on the table.
Yeah, it's way too much scary
But
Brobnar
she
stuff.
does have that smite in her hand, right? So
Yeah, so there's actually some damage stuff she can kill.
I think she can do some work with smite this turn.
Yeah.
If she so chooses.
She might have to sacrifice the Maruk, and it might be
Well,
fine.
You could like splash damage some smite. I think. Ideally, you want to kill the Drummerknot, but I don't think
you want the Drummerknot gone because he'll just keep resetting these Groaks forever.
Yeah, I don't know that you can.
She got a life for a life. That might be enough, actually.
For Bad Penny and
Yeah.
yeah.
It might be a Shadow's turn because you could like Yancey Gang steal one.
Life for a life,
Reap.
kill Drummerknot.
Yeah, Reap with Bad Penny, then Life for a Life away the Drummerknot.
That's probably the call.
Maybe
Is that
even
a
Reap
Merkins
Light-
too?
Yeah, she got a Merkins.
Oh, I love Merkins. Love a Merkins.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything yet.
Alright, so she has Shadows.
Yes, Reaping with Bad Penny. Yancey
Steals,
Gang
Yancey
steals.
Gang. Reap with
Reap
Ronnie.
with Ronnie. Life for a Life, Bad Penny to get other Groak. Still think Drummerknot was probably the right call, but I think Groak is fine.
Bad Penny is hyper dead against
Yeah.
Patrazate, so she's discarding
Yeah,
it.
she's discarded.
Mr. Bones was super relevant that game.
Plays
a
Mac the
Mac.
Knife
That's also relevant.
and Merkins. So
Merkins.
what are we
Top
gonna
card.
playing.
A
A
Xanthix
Harvester. That's actually great for her.
Pretty good, right? So the Harvester goes on the end of her battle line over there.
And he doesn't have one Harvester, which are pretty important to his Amber generation plans.
He did burn through his Mars first, but still, Harvester generates a lot of amber. So
She's putting the damage on these guys.
yeah, finding some more damage to put on the Harvester. It was a solid turn. It was a
It
decent
was good.
amount of amber.
She gained 4 Amber.
Dealt with some stuff,
stole
stole some
one.
problems. Man, he's probably gonna run Brobnar back. Oh, he's got 2 Drummernauts. That's right. This deck had 2 Drummernauts.
It did.
That was the reason to kill the Drummernaut, because you end up in the just Drummernaut loops. So.
And Groke's still doing his thing. So.
Yeah, Groke is big. Honestly, Groke could fight somebody like Yancey Gang,
and then get bounced,
or Maruk, and then
fine.
bounce him, and you're totally cool with that because he's reset at that point. He could even bounce Gargantus Scrapper if he thinks he's going to save Brobnar one more time.
Pounding the
Mac the Knife, which will kill both Merkins.
Get rid of Maruk's armor.
Yeah. So
capture one.
Yeah. I don't think Maruk is surviving this turn.
Probably not.
I think it's unlikely, because Drummernaut can fight him off the board, then get reset with the other Drummernaut, then reset the Groke after that. So.
It's considering. There's a lot of options here, but I think killing Yancey Gang, killing Maruk, you're in a pretty good position.
Yeah. You got to be worried about these Martians too.
Yeah.
Still.
I mean, Harvester's there, right?
Yeah. Harvester just generates too much amber.
Patches may take that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my big misplay on my loss.
Yeah, you could have bought the pickle there, and I don't know where we were. I mean, I'm winning on damage.
Still thinking about it. Matthew's in a tank. He's playing it out.
So I mean, it's only game 3, right? So
it's only game 3.
You
gotta think about it. You gotta take the time.
Yeah. If you want to win one game, you want it to be game 3.
They have probably 40 minutes left of this game, so
yeah.
You think about it. You probably use the Screech Rom here because she had Snecklifter, right?
The Snecklifter was the first deck.
That was the first deck.
Yeah.
See, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know anything. That deck was so good.
That deck was good.
It was really good.
That deck was really.
It's a shame we don't get to see her other decks. She's hitting the Cheez-Its.
Yeah, pro gamer move again.
Incredible. This is the comeback. This is the turning point of the game.
Yeah.
The Cheez-It moves.
Yeah. And I want to be very clear that this is not patronizing. This is us actually jealous that she has Cheez-Its.
I'm so hungry and I want this really bad. Like, I have a backpack. Why is there no food in it?
Yeah, I know.
What am I doing?
I didn't even bring a backpack.
Yeah.
I have an empty back now.
Groke takes out the Yancey Gang, gets rid of an Amber.
Yeah.
As foretold.
Gargantus Scrapper traded with Maruk. That's probably fair too.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, I think if I'm gonna fight with something this turn, I'm definitely fighting with this Drummernaut because the damage on him you can heal with the other Drummernaut.
Yeah, I think you take out that Harvester, right? You gotta kill the Harvester.
Yeah. Harvester just represents too much possible amber. In combination with like Mars first and all kinds of other stuff.
So Patrazate takes out Harvester. Drummernaut
takes out Sky Booster.
Okay. Now we start drumming.
Yep. Could bounce Patrazate, could bounce Groke. Groke's probably the right call, as we discussed. Play Groke. Play Drummernaut. Bounce the first Drummernaut. Play this Drummernaut.
So that's 2
bounce
Drummernaut plays, right?
Yeah.
2
well, he fought.
Drummernaut uses.
Yeah. Fought, then played.
Plays your Groke. Nope, Drummernaut. Picks up Patrazate. Loses a token. Plays Patrazate. Plays Groke. And that's it. The thing is, he's not really generating amber on these turns. He's getting to a point where he can start generating amber, but he's just fighting right now.
That was kind of what happened in the first game, right?
Yeah. Is there a way to get her a Flotsam Spike going? I think
you're gonna have to do some stuff first.
The problem is that Ronnie's like tough to casually get off the board.
Yeah.
She might be wanting to set it up just like crash Ronnie into something this turn.
Yeah. Well, you could smite Ronnie into like.
The problem doesn't. No, he does die. Yeah.
Yeah.
He does die.
Yeah, because he fights. It's not Golden Aura where he doesn't take the damage. Right. Yeah, I feel like the only way she claws back in this game is she gets off a big Flotsam Spike.
Right. And it's got to be a very valuable Flotsam Spike. And the problem is he's going to get another big turn between that happening.
Yeah.
Because the smite's not going to kill anything. understand. Is that a Grey Rider too?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you want to even play Grey Rider because you want to. You really need to get a Flux Spike
Do you
off.
think you get to untap with Grey Rider is the thing? I don't think you do.
He probably kills it.
I don't think you do, right?
You trust him to kill
The thing
it.
with Ronnie is that like Ronnie kind of sucks when he's on the board. Like, she's going with Mars,
Okay.
reaping with Agent Human, stunning Ronnie, stunning. You can't stun one of the Brobnar guys because they just all get bounced. Yeah, and she's saying that. She's making exactly those faces. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, Hadley. This is exactly the face I would make. I would probably just stun like Derek or somebody.
Groke's fine.
Groke is fine. Yeah, it at least keeps you from losing the amber, right? She got sample collect, so she could sample collect. She's running out the flux and spikes. So she had 2. We do know that she had 2.
Yeah.
So sample collect, gets a drummer knot. Okay, so that kind of like that does disrupt a lot of like the brutal stuff that could have been done. So. Drawn up. She got like 6 Sanctum cards?
It's a lot of Sanctum.
Looks like a lot of Sanctum. Looks like she's been... she's at 5. So she's not quite threatening. But, yeah. Blinding Light in this matchup is actually hilarious because 2 of the houses are shared.
Yeah,
so Blinding Light is a lot less valuable.
He will do Blinding Light Mars, right?
He does Blinding Light Mars, he stuns 3 of his own dudes.
So I think he just plays it for something. Meh.
Yeah, so he said Dis or Saurians or Star Alliance.
You can't say those yet.
Just to keep from getting stunned.
Serified armor on the
Tixel Beam Buckler just to heal it. Plays Prince Derek. Plays Zermeros. Does he want to Gorm of Om himself? Probably not.
I'd be tempted to use a Screech Bomb here.
Yeah.
But he does say check with 6.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, you could sample collect Ronnie.
That'd be nice.
She could have like sample collected her own Ronnie, then crashed the Agent Human, then Flotsam Spiked, and then like would have been in much better shape. Alright, she's got a big Sanctum turn coming up. I don't know that she can really take enough stuff off the board for it to help.
I don't know that she can stop the key either.
Yeah.
She at least wants to threaten.
Right.
But I don't know. It's going to be tough to get back in this game.
Yeah. Oh, she has the Sting.
The Sting.
She drew the Sting.
That's something.
Furtive Investors has been so dead for her. Plays the Sting. That might be too little too late.
I think it might be because she's locked into Shadows next turn pretty much.
Yeah, if she wants a chance to win.
Doesn't have enough time.
I do think this gives her a chance to win.
It does. That's a lot of amber.
Oh man, if she had the Sneck Lifter and she could have Sneck Lifted the Gorm to like blow up her own Sting or something. Oh man, would have been nuts. Yeah, she's basically got to say Shadows in this next turn. Because she has enough amber to win the game, more or less, at this point. He really wants to threaten.
Yeah, threatening is the name of the game for Matthew right now.
I'd probably still pop the Screech Bomb just in case. But you
play around like Nightforge or something?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Because if she says Shadows, plays some stuff to steal from you, and then Nightforges, and then pops the Sting and still has like enough left over, then like she's way back in this game.
He's reaping with Martians. He goes to 3. Plays something.
The Plague Master.
Plague Master, yeah. Plays Mother Gun. End turn.
Just gotta say Shadows.
Yeah.
Yep. Pops the Sting. Reaps with Ronnie.
I mean, if you could trade with Ronnie here, I think you do. Somehow. I feel like she's gonna need something. She's gonna need like a miasma.
You can't. The thing is, you can't.
Ronnie's not trading with anything.
Yeah, Ronnie just dies.
Yeah.
Well, if Ronnie reaps, it goes on Cermeros.
Yeah, so maybe you just crash him in something, get him off the table.
Yeah, so you can maybe get the Flotsam Spike off.
Yeah, I think that's the play. So, yeah, she's throwing him away.
Yeah.
She wants to reshuffle him anyway.
traded with the Plague Master because of the Patrazate.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's twice now that something got to kill the Plague Master because of the Patrazate. She just check with a billion.
6. Looks like 12.
Yeah.
Or 13.
If she has like a way to stop him, it's discarding that.
As hard as they
plays
come.
in a Bade, it looks like.
Okay.
So Bade might be good enough for the W there. He plays a Maruk, and Patrazate actually captures one with the Maruk.
But that puts a bait inside, right, for the Fluxum Spike if she has
It does.
I can't tell if she has it.
I don't think he can threaten the Sanctum this turn. So he's reaping,
to 5.
going to 5. Plays Golden Aura to go to 6. Does he do that?
I would absolutely do that.
Plays
Yeah.
Golden Aura on a Patrazate. Patrazate reaps, goes to 6. She needs something that stops him. She hits him with Screech Bomb. So that like answered like all of the Sting Amber right there. She forges.
P2. Check with 6 on Matthew.
She's got nothing. I think she's dead. She's drawn dead. She didn't have the second spike in hand.
No.
She didn't hit it.
Even Spike wouldn't have done it though.
Right. Because she would have needed like Healing Blast. She's making him sweat it.
Yeah. That's the correct play.
That is the correct play. She could like crash Borden into something, and then she could like play Borden, play the Grey Rider to make him fight.
And that doesn't really.
To put or to put damage into something so that you can like Healing Blast it. I don't think you can get 4 damage on anything. Playing the Grey Rider. Borden's fighting. Yeah. Kills that guy. Or attacks a Bait or whatever.
Smite.
Smites the Grey Rider into a Bait. That'll finish him off. And then Healing Blast. And that's game.
Wow.
What an incredible match.
Great match. Well played by Matthew.
Yeah.
That deck, he powered it out through Brobnar
Yeah.
dudes, right? That was like that was a Brobnar showcase.
Yeah.
A lot
That's
of drumming
exactly
on.
what you want to see, man. Like you want those Brobnar dudes that just get on the table and just punch nerds.
Yeah. So thanks for sticking with us
Yeah.
for this game, everybody. We appreciate you.
We might get I don't know if they want to do a post-match interview or not, but we might get some of that tossed in here.
We'll let Colby jump
yeah,
back
we'll
on
let Colby. It's his. You know what?
Yeah.
It's his thing. He can figure it out. So
We are Tabletop Royale.
Yep, Tabletop Royale's out. We're gonna go try to scrounge up some food.
We'll
We're
say
kind of
goodbye.
hungry.
Thanks for
We're gonna
watching.
wave
everybody.
goodbye. We're gonna hashtag sellout real quick.
And congrats to Colby for moving
Yeah.
on to the finals.
Colby's moving on to the finals. We're hopping out.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you mind if?
That's fine. You
Yeah.
hop in. Yeah.
Thank you guys for
Yeah, no problem.
taking over and watching. Hey, look, it's actually up
It is
sometime.
actually live,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I
for-
have no idea if people were watching or not.
there are
but
7
yeah.
people watching.
All right, sweet.
For the 7 of you who are watching and whoever might come a little bit later, I'm going to cut this and then start a new one. And then this one's the mess 'cause it's only 17 minutes, but it's all recorded, all 1 hour and 23 minutes of it. So later, I'm going to go home, I'm going to clean everything up, and it'll all be online later. View count, who cares,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in.
Right.
The next match will be myself versus who?
Matthew won.
Versus
So,
Matthew.
So yeah.
I am very excited. Is it going to be a good game?
Yeah.
All right, I'm hyped.
He's got good stuff. So yeah.
Thank you guys
That's it.
so much.
We're out.
See you soon.